Tonight we have a special guest from the mainland, singing a song from his Dracula musical. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Peter Bretter.
Woo, Peter! Get excited! Ow! Peter! Woo!
Rachel?
Dracula! Woo, Peter! Ow! Get him!
Sept. Thank you. You know, I could play something else. I just think out of context, this might be...
Dracula musical!
Go.
And hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very well.
Okay, you join us once more on the podcast. How have you been?
Good.
Yeah, you had a nice week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any deep cuts, any superficial scratches, any talking points, anything at all?
Don't know. There's a cat meow in the background, which is good. Have I had a deep cut before that's Head First by Aerosmith? I feel like I have.
I don't think you've ever done that as a deep cut. I think you might have had
I've
it as your...
talked about it.
We did our top 5 once. What
Can I have that
albums
as my
Head First
deep
on?
cut? Well, it's not on an album. It was on a B-side of Eat the Rich.
Right.
And then they put it on a Greatest Hits after that. But it's not on an album itself. Or it wasn't back in the day.
Is this one you were... Yeah, it's on Young Lust, the Aerosmith anthology.
But
That's where it's coming up.
But it's not. That's the Aerosmith anthology. That's the best of.
B-side from Get a Grip.
It was the B-side from Eat the Rich.
Right. Which was on Get a Grip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but Get a Grip is a song.
All right.
But it was a B-side of Eat the Rich.
Yeah.
Or it was on my copy.
Okay.
So it's a very good song.
Have you been listening to that this week?
Nope.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I'm adding it.
You can have it. It's good.
To the playlist because people need to hear this.
It's a good song. In the news this week, Dan Hawkins has been pissing and moaning about Youngblood.
Okay.
And
why has he been doing that?
I think because Youngblood's good looking. Because he's pissing about, saying he's not Youngblood's pissing about. Dan Hawkins said that he's something about him being a poser and it's shit. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I really like The Darkness.
Me too. Me too.
We both really like The Darkness. But he needs to wind his fucking neck in, doesn't he? Because what the hell? You can say things about all sorts of people, but someone like Youngblood, who seems to be like one of the nicest guys ever, seems to just exude nothing but kindness, nice. It's just nice, seemingly in any video you ever see of him, it's just him being nice. So don't be a knobhead. Just be nice about him. You don't need to say shitty stuff about him, do you?
This was like about the performance at the VMAs, right, with Aerosmith, and it's like it's fucking VMAs. It's not a dodgy rock club on a 2 in the morning. It's like it's going to be glossy, isn't it? It's for telly.
It's meant to be.
What do you expect?
And yeah, it just seems unnecessary. Stop being miserable. Just don't. If you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Right? Come on, everyone knows that. Facts.
I mean, that's what we're never nasty about anything.
Oh, never.
I mean, not on the podcast anyway.
No. I'm eating candy kittens at the moment. Shocks gourmet sours.
But have you had them before?
I think I have had them before. They're really nice.
Yeah.
Hella nice. So
strawberry and apple. It says
yeah,
there.
but it's just taste of sour.
Yeah.
Sour. So that's nice.
All right, that's your...
I won't eat them while we're talking. I might eat them while you're talking.
Okay.
So if you could start talking now, I can eat one.
All right. Well, if you remember last week, we were talking about Kerrang number 258.
Did you read the music papers from the back and to the front? Did you...
From, I believe, September 1989. And we'd done a very nice article about Jim Steinman. But we forgot to mention that he worked with Bonnie Tyler and produced Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Did we forget that?
Well, I don't think I mentioned it. Do you've got any thoughts on Total Eclipse of the Heart?
The video's funny.
It's a hell of a video, isn't it?
Hell of a video.
She's sort of in a sort of public school in England, and the boys are vampires. Well, they sort of fly around with glowing eyes.
I just remember the glowing eyes bit.
Yeah.
The hella realistic glowing eyes bit.
Do you know, I don't think we mentioned this either, Jim Steinman wrote a Batman musical that never got, completed and never went on stage, but he wrote loads of songs about, Gotham City
Batman.
And shit. Yeah.
The Joker.
Yeah. There's a song about the Joker. Yeah.
Catwoman.
Probably, because she's all like sexual, isn't she?
Poison Ivy.
I don't think there was a Poison Ivy song, actually. Let me
Mr. Freeze.
Look this up. You're just naming all the characters you know from Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favourite Batman villain?
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yep.
Never seen that one. Never seen any of them.
But you should watch...
you always say this.
Heart of Ice, the episode with Mr. Freeze of the Batman animated series.
You know, because that Batman... Was he that Batman? No, it was Spider-Man. Do you remember?
The 60s Spider-Man cartoon.
When you used to live in a bedsit and I'd stay over.
It was a bedsit.
And we had to get up early for work. You always used to put the Spider-Man... because on telly, the cartoon on.
Yeah, it was before the big breakfast, wasn't it? It was like super early.
Yeah, it was really early. So that theme tune makes me sort of feel sick because it makes me feel like I've got to get up and go to work. And it's just, yeah.
So it is a banger of a theme tune, isn't it? That's one of the greatest theme tunes. The Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
But it's been ruined for me by your actions.
Oh.
You put it on every day. It was... And then waking up in a bedsit.
I was just waiting. I was just waiting to see the Green Goblin, because I don't think we ever saw him. But in my memories of a very small child watching that, I see Goblin being in it, but he wasn't in any of the ones we watched. Okay, so in the 1998 to 2002 period, Jim Steinman worked on a musical based on the Batman comic book series to have been titled Batman and produced by Warner Brothers.
Wait, what was it called?
Batman.
Right. I wonder how they came up with that.
The songs he wrote were Angels Arise, Graveyard Shift, In the Land of the Pig, the Butcher is King, Not Allowed to Love, the Joker's song, which was subtitles, Where Does He Get All His Wonderful Toys, the Catwoman song, subtitles, I Need All the Love I Can Get, We're Still the Children We Once Were, and Cry to Heaven. So there we go. I mean, we almost
In the
got
Land of
Batman.
the Pig, the Butcher is King. Not sure that makes any sense.
Well,
because the king doesn't generally slaughter people and eat them, does he?
No. The song was written to be the song of the corrupt bloodsuckers who run Gotham City and stare down from their chrome towers that disembowel the sky, pollutants raining down in like a thick, clotted rain of decay. It's meant to be comically, grotesquely frightening.
Well, this is like that Lost Boys musical that's not yet been made.
Yeah.
It still could be made.
It still could.
I feel like it probably won't be now, don't you?
Well,
it feels a bit like if it was going to happen, wouldn't it have happened? What's stopping it from happening?
But there were two versions, weren't there? Like G. Tom Mac was doing one, and then another group was was doing it as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard anyway. So let's get into this magazine. I mean, there's not actually that much in this magazine, and we've done all the best bits, but like I'm going to pick a few little choice cuts out, and then we can like talk about telly or something. So,
I'm just gonna have another candy kitten shots while you talk.
okay.
So
Well, I'm gonna read
don't
you
expect an answer in a few minutes.
something from. Have you ever talked about Wimp Wire? Wimp Wire is their column, which is about soft rock. I mean, I don't know why they call it Wimp Wire. Like, that's sort of like having a go at the product, isn't it? You know, but anything with keyboards, I think, was in the Wimp Wire column. So, before we review a few of the demos I've received this week, let's not forget to keep an eye open for the forthcoming album from female singer-songwriter E.G. Daly, titled Lace Around the World and set for release on the A&M label. I've heard word that this could be a cooking release. Her last album, Wild Child, has its moments, was too dance-oriented. This time, she's supposed to be rocking, so look out, because E.G. Daly could be the best gal singer since Terry Desario. Don't know who that is. But
Why was lace so big in the 80s?
Well, it was a very sexual material.
But is it only
wasn't
sexy because people used to have it on pants? And then if people put it on clothes, it makes you think of pants. So if you look at a lace top, you think of pants. And therefore you're like, ooh, it's pants. And then it's like, is that it?
I mean,
God, humans are lame, aren't they?
don't know the answer to that
But if that's it, that's so lame.
But the Lace Around the World is a bit of an odd title, isn't it?
It doesn't tell me anything. I don't understand. I mean, no. Unless she was also called Lace, that would be good. No, wait, it still wouldn't work. Still wouldn't work.
All right, shall we have a bit of it? I mean, I want to know from you if you know this woman,
Okay.
E.G. Daly.
I've never heard of that name.
I've never heard of the name, but you might know her.
Okay.
That's
not her.
That's not her, is it? That's from now.
That's modern
That's
music.
Issy Cross, live from Vivo Studios. There's a free advert there.
Issy Cross. Never heard of her.
Come on, skip. Okay. All right, let's get to.
She reminds, who does she remind me of? Fucking hell, that's going to annoy me.
Who does she remind you of?
She reminds me of... The face, do you mean? Just the face?
Well, anything.
Oh, wait, stop. Wait, she reminds me of...
Do you want me to pause it?
No, wait, do you know the answer to this?
I want to talk about this woman.
She reminds me of... one of the people, she reminds me of a few people. She reminds me of the woman who sings Smelly Cat.
Okay.
But like rips Phoebe off and sells it as an advert. And she also reminds me of that woman who wrote that song. No, not the song. Who wrote a book called. She was part of like the whole Nickelodeon thing. She wrote a book called "I'm Glad My Mum's Dead" or something like that. Let me see what her name is, because you'll see what I mean when you see her face. Keep her face like that. What's she called?
I've heard of that book.
I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy.
Oh, right, okay. Well, never mind Jeanette, but you are absolutely correct. She is the woman who...
Is she the woman?
She's in Friends, who...
She's the woman who steals Smelly Cat?
Yeah, she's Phoebe's ex-partner who is in it. Right, do you know who else she is?
I can't believe that's her.
Right.
Because I was just thinking she looks sort of like her, but definitely not completely like her.
Yeah, I mean, this is several years before that, but she's best known for her animation voice roles as Tommy Pickles on Rugrats. I mean, I never watched Rugrats.
I used to.
She's Buttercup on Powerpuff Girls. She also voiced the title character in the live-action film Babe, Pig in the City. She's Babe.
Ah.
So what a fucking career she's had.
Tommy Pickles from Rugrats is best.
He's like the main one, isn't he, Tommy?
Yeah.
So there you go. I wanted to share that.
That's cool.
Fantastically useless bit of information for you. But Babe,
Oh, we should watch Friends again.
when
When are we allowed to watch Friends again? Because we're watching Golden Girls after Christmas when it's depressing. We've been through this. It's given me something to look forward to in life. So when are we allowed to watch Friends again?
after Golden Girls?
After Golden Girls. So we'll watch Golden Girls, and when we finish that, we're starting our Friends again.
Well, we can watch
Is
Friends.
that a promise? Is that I want a cast iron promise?
I'm not going to stop you watching anything at all. If it makes you happy, you can watch whatever you want.
Aw, you're so nice.
But do you know what? Right, when you bought that gigantic box set of Friends,
Yes.
right, and I sort of urged you not to, didn't I? Because it was on at the time. I think it was
Yes.
on E4 like 24/7,
Yes, yeah.
and I was utterly sick of it. And I thought, like. It just like I had no desire to watch it. But last time we watched it, I mean, we've watched it through all the way
few
through like
times.
twice, haven't we? But it's like, I always enjoy it. It's always kind of nice to sort of have on, and it's always entertaining and stuff. And
Yes.
I'm not writing articles about how it's aged badly,
Yes, exactly.
I mean, everything's aged badly.
Comfort shows for the win is what we're saying. Well, yeah, okay. Well, because then that's because that might take us well into like March.
Yeah.
So that's good. So we've got a plan.
Okay.
Thank
I mean, I
you.
don't know what we're going to watch after Friends. I mean, probably not Joey.
We could watch Superstore. We could start Superstore would be a good one.
Equally, yeah. I mean, I think we've watched that all the way through twice.
We
haven't
have, yeah, but not for a while. We haven't watched Superstore for a while.
No,
now.
and did we not watch the last one because you thought you'd cry?
Yeah, the last episode is when I mean, shut up, man, because if you watch the whole thing, and for some reason with things you watch, you get really invested in the characters, and the last episode, if I'm not gonna start crying, the last episode is really sweet, and it's exactly how you should end something. It's lovely, and oh my God, no. So last time we didn't watch the last episode because I would have been a mess.
Talking of last episodes,
yeah.
do you know how the last episode of Friends ends?
Yeah.
How does it end?
They're all leaving Monica and Chandler's apartment with the two babies, and they go to say something like, let's get a coffee, and Chandler says, sure, where? And then they have a bit of a chuckle and they walk out. They all leave the keys on the table and they walk out and they walk down the hall.
And do you
that's
know,
the end.
and then what happens?
They live happily ever after.
They play this, which is Jefferson Airplane, Embryonic Journey.
I remember you saying at the time it was something, because we were together at the time, because we've been together for 900 years. And I had been to visit you and your parents down in whatever country bumpkin land you live in there, right? And
where the Country Life Buttermen come from.
And I was on the bus on the way back, the bus that takes, like 900 hours. And I just got in the door and it was the last episode. And I think like Mum and my brother, and I think my sister were there. We were all around to watch it because it was the last episode of Friends. It's a big thing. And I sort of just got in and it was like starting. So I made it. So yeah, but I remember you telling me that at the time. I didn't know then, don't know now. So I don't care.
The first comment I've seen on this video is, sure, where?
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But
do you know what?
it's an odd choice, isn't it? Because they're not from New York. They're not a New York band. And they're from the 60s.
Well, I guess they just wanted something a bit.
I think in the last episode or
memorable.
the second to last, they play Pearl Jam as well. Yellow Ledbetter.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a bit where it's sort of a bit sad, so that, it's a sort
What's
of,
happening?
I can't remember, like probably Monica and Chandler talking
Rachel
about
leaving?
babies. Something like that.
Because that would have been near the end, Rachel leaving. Spoiler, she comes back.
I mean, if I look...
And they all live happily ever after. Everyone lives happily ever after. Everyone does. You don't have to worry about anything. Watch Labyrinth, everyone knows that.
I mean, the thing about Yellow
Look how loud
Ledbetter
I got
is
there.
people always comment on how you can't understand what Eddie Vedder's singing, but I thought there might be a comment about it on here. Well, you know this song, right?
What is this?
This is Yellow Ledbetter.
But what's this? What?
They play
Apart
it in
from-
French.
The end?
Near the end.
No, when in French do they play this?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me.
I don't know. This must be when Ross is sad about Rachel leaving. That feels all Ross being sad.
Yeah, I think
because
you're
none of
right.
them, none of the rest of them are sad, are they? They're sad she's leaving, but Ross is heartbroken. That's a heartbroken song.
I'm not seeing any comments at all. So if you know when they played Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam on Friends, let us know in the comments.
Why have you gone into your sexy voice?
That's my radio voice. You just can't stop with those sweets, can you?
I can't. I'm so sorry.
They're
King Jamie Lang with your incredibly addictive sweets. I never liked sweets until Candy Kittens came out, and now I keep eating sweets.
Okay, so next page, Metal Eyes and Ears. Controversial movie, The Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years, directed by Penelope Spheris.
So, by who?
Penelope Spheris.
Penelope.
Also directed Wayne's World. Shows some people in greater decline than Klaus Miner's hairline. Is more Western than John Wayne at Land's End. I mean, this is another one of their badly written articles. It contains more metal than Skip full of special brew cans, and will be talked about for more years than it'll take. What could be cooler than winning one of the 25 just released Certificate 18 VHS video copies, retailing at £9.99?
VHS were expensive, weren't they?
Yeah, back then.
Because even if you ask me now to spend £9.99 or something, I'm going to think that's quite a lot. And back then,
I mean, shall we look at how much £9.99 is?
I remember when I was buying Ghost Ship, and I had the choice. It was that time when you could either buy VHS or DVD. It was that time when you made a choice then. That kind of lasted long, can it? Where they'd have the VHS version and the DVD version. But I couldn't justify the price for the DVD, so bought the VHS. And even that was not cheap. And I watched it.
Ghost Ship.
On Ghost Ship. Watched it in the house on my own. Started it, watched a bit of it, thought this is such a mistake. Went and turned every single light on in the house. But then couldn't leave it unfinished because I had a thing at the time that if I watched a VHS with something scary, if I left it in the middle, that meant the whatever was going to kill you was like free to kill you. So you had to get it to the end of the tape. So I always kept Candyman at the end of the tape.
You telling me about Candyman.
Because if it was at the end of the tape, it meant he couldn't kill you because it was at the end of the tape. Makes perfect sense. Whereas if you weren't at the beginning, Candyman was all like ready to kill you. So, or in the middle, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so always at the end. That now thinking about it, that makes no sense.
Well, isn't there a Candyman 2?
Well, it makes no sense. Because if I was scared that he was going to come out with a videotape, the videotape still exists. Even if I've got to the end of the tape, it doesn't make any sense except for that I was crazy.
When did Candyman come out?
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't even young at this point. No, this isn't. Oh yeah, but you were 6. No.
92.
Yeah, no, and that
but
wasn't
you weren't
then.
old. You weren't.
So
old,
I would have been about, but I done video. So it would have been about when I was 13, 14, something like that. That's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's not normal. Yeah, 6-year-old behaviour. Okay, understandable.
Talking of Candyman,
No logic there.
do you want to give us your honest and open review of Final Destination Bloodlines, which we watched?
We did watch that, and we've watched Thanksgiving.
We did watch Thanksgiving. Well, do you want to review those?
So, Bloodlines, I thought it was good. I didn't. I didn't think it was as good as the first one, obviously, because I think the first one, I think it did a lot of the what you'd expect to do, which is the sort of you see it a mile off, it happens. Whereas I think 1 and 2 are good. I've not seen the others, but
I mean, we've watched a couple where you've fallen asleep.
Right. Well, I think it was fine. It was totally fine, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping for.
Right. Okay. I thought it was perfectly serviceable as that kind of movie.
Yeah, it was fine. It just because it doesn't make a whole lot. Like there's plot holes you can, point to, but I don't want to spoiler it for anyone. So,
well, dance around the spoilers.
I just think if death is out to get you, it doesn't matter what you do with your environment, death is going to get you.
Yeah.
Because death could fire a sharp stick through the window at you, go through your throat, and you die. Do you know what I mean? So I find that whole thing, not the premise, because I really like the premise of Final Destination. I think it's a really good idea and it works for film and it's haunted me. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's difficult. I think it was a good film. It was fine. Don't know what I'd give it.
How about Thanksgiving?
Do you know what? I was going to say it's good, and I can't remember the ending. I was trying to think then. Right, but who was... Wait, let me get this. Let me think. Wait. So, wait, can you whisper it to me? Who was the killer? Oh, right. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay.
I just whispered the name of the killer.
Right, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that is no indication. Like, that's nothing to do with the film. That's my brain. As we all know, that's just me.
My review of that film is...
I thought it was good.
The other week we watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, and...
It was very... I know
it was very, very much in that vein. So if you like I Know What You Did Last Summer...
It had a 90s vibe, didn't it?
Yeah, and the whole sort of structure of it as well. It was
yeah,
definitely that kind of story. But it was perfectly serviceable.
Yeah, because we've been wanting to, because we kept seeing a trailer over and 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 over again.
Out for the love of horror.
We were gonna watch it, and it wasn't a disappointment. I stayed awake for the whole thing. I admittedly forgot the ending, but stayed awake for the whole thing.
You remember it now?
Yeah. It was, I liked that.
Yeah.
I think I probably preferred that to Bloodlines.
Right, okay.
But we don't know what we're going to watch tonight, do we?
No, but... Well, there was that movie, The Blackening.
What's that?
I just saw a bit of it and it looked quite funny, but apparently it's scary. And
I want scary.
You read the description and you said it sounded interesting.
Did I?
I mean, I'll cut this out.
Jeez. I do live in a different world sometimes. Like, my brain and me are just two different people.
So getting back to this. So this is about the Metal Years, The Decline of Western Civilization, Part 2. If you'd been on set, you could have rubbed shoulders with Steve Tyler and Joe Perry, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, Chris Holmes of Wasp, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Lemmy, or Megadeth, Poison, Faster Pussycat, Vixen, Lizzie Borden. The list goes on and on and on. Interested? Of course you are, but there's more. Featuring many of the above artists and Alice's special re-recorded version of Under My Wheels featuring Axl, Slash and Izzy from Guns N' Roses. That's the soundtrack to the Metal Years. So yeah, that is about winning the VHS video, but yeah, we should probably watch that film.
You've been saying that for a while.
We have been saying it for a while because we watched it many, many years ago at a friend's house on a laptop screen.
Did we? Who?
Many years ago. Many, many years ago.
Was I there?
Yeah. I think I'd seen it, back in the 90s, but we watched it together around at your friend's house.
I saw a video the other day of Joe Perry on a plane, and they had helium balloons. I think they looked like they were maybe numbers or something like that. And he sucked the helium and was saying stuff like, "I don't look bad for 75" or something like that, something along them lines. But aren't you not meant to have helium on planes? So my question here is only about plane safety, but because I mean, maybe it was a plane that doesn't get as high as, because it was obviously a fancy plane with, it wasn't like Jet 2, but I just thought, should you have helium on planes? Seems like.
But if you're Aerosmith, you can have whatever you want.
No,
on a
I know
plane.
you can, but wouldn't it explode? Because the pressure's weird.
Generally cannot bring large inflated helium balloons onto a plane because they can pop due to pressure changes, posting a hazard and potential safety risk during emergencies.
Right. So him putting it in his lungs is really dangerous, isn't it? On a plane.
Well,
It just, I just saw it and thought,
tell him.
this is really, well, I would have thought someone filming him would have told him, this doesn't seem like a good idea.
And you certainly cannot bring a portable container of compressed helium on a plane. But you can bring deflated balloons, or with prior airline approval and specific handling, take helium balloons that have been slightly deflated and can be secured during the flight. Do you think he got approval?
So it's saying slightly deflated because they're going to expand.
And
so
just
taking
burst.
some in your lungs is really dangerous, isn't it? On a plane. I mean, unless at the time the plane was landed, it wasn't going. I don't know, because this video was literally just him doing that and then saying something.
Right, I'm Googling, can you inhale helium?
It just felt dangerous. These crazy rockers.
On a plane. Yeah, that's probably not the most outrageous thing he's done. Inhaling helium, is it really that dangerous? Doesn't say anything about planes. I think maybe we're going to have to find a pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we have some letters?
Yep.
Help! What's happening? Skid Row Sebastian Bach was in that pop magazine #1 the other week, as were Vixen. And have you seen the free G&R badge in Smash Hits? But the worst I've seen is Wolfsbane in Girl. Yeah, you heard that right. Booze, birds and bad language doesn't really fit in with Girl, do they? I wrote to you a while ago about this, and what have we just seen? Alice Cooper at #2 in the charts. Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. Metal fans are now ashamed of wearing G&R t-shirts because they look trendy. Axl Rose is now a pin-up in Just 17. Who is going to be next? Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, G&R, Skid Row, Maiden, Kiss, Alice Cooper, Poison, Vixen, Wasp, Dogs Stanmore and Aerosmith have all been in these pathetic teen mags.
Hey.
If G&R are headlining Donington next year, just think of all the trendies who are going to be there. That is if G&R are in next year. And that's from Naomi in Merseyside.
Right.
So
she wants to gatekeep a metal, does she?
Well, she absolutely does want to gatekeep
does.
them. But I would have thought Bon Jovi and Def Leppard probably already are in pop magazines, aren't they? Because they're big pop hits. We'd like to thank Wolfsbane for their brilliant tour. We managed to see them at Leeds, Barnsley and Bradford, and they just got better and better. They must be the best metal band to come out of Britain for a decade. They have an incredible stage presence and they play their stuff with a fire that hasn't been seen for a very long time. And they don't pussy around with bouffant hairdos or prima donna attitudes. They just get on and rock. A note about the fucking amazing Slammer, superb on record and stunning live. They never give less than 100% and deliver their stuff with a power that grinds to the bone.
Who are they talking about? Wolfsbane?
They're now talking about Slammer, who I think were supporting them.
Were they talking about Slammer from the beginning?
No, the beginning they were talking about Wolfsbane.
I just want to look at what Wolfsbane's hair was like.
Why do we bother importing so much American toss with bands like these in our backyards? That's from Steve and the Howling Mad Redhead.
Okay.
So that could have been you. You're redhead now.
Not real.
Or do you think the Howling Mad Redhead is an actual redhead?
Yeah, maybe. They've just got long hair.
I always thought Wolfsbane looked pretty cool. My friend modelled his leather jacket on Blaze Bailey's, with the diamonds on.
Right.
Okay, I've got some classifieds for you.
Yeah.
Aging headbanger 39 into everything, seeks wild lady, any reasonable age.
Oh, my goodness me.
I mean, if you're 39, you haven't found anyone. I mean, in 1989, it's going to be tricky for you, isn't it? Male 28 into rock from 60s, 70s, 80s, also blues, seeks female 20 for 20 plus for gigs, good times and relationship. Personality more important than looks. Photo appreciated.
Yeah, so he can really appreciate your personality.
Right. Female 23 seeks long-haired intelligent male 24 plus for gigs, etc. No glam rockers.
Oh, what?
Please write with photo. Outgoing female 18 seeks friends, male or female, anywhere, into anything, reply guaranteed. 3 sex pots, female 18 to 21, require male friends for anything that's going. Photo please, no thrash fans.
Fair.
I mean, people were very, very particular about what strand of metal their romantic partners.
What would you have said? Absolutely, like no. I probably would say no thrash.
This is in 89.
Yeah, I mean, I would have specified less no, but more make sure you are hair metal, glam metal, all that kind of nonsense. That's what I'd want.
Yeah, you would want glam rockers.
What would you specify no to?
I mean, in 89.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Literally, there's no fucking limits on anything, mate. I'd be happy with anything. But probably not thrash, though, because what are we going to talk about?
Exactly. If she's willing to thrash, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I didn't know any thrash. I didn't really understand it.
No. She'd have to say no thrash, girls.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's September 1989. There's a nice advert for Silver and Gold by ASAP, which is Adrian Smith's side project. Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, which I had. And it wasn't very good. But, you know, fair play to him.
Yeah.
So do you want to look at we haven't done this in a while. Do you want to look at the telly for November 30th, 1989?
Would have been back to school, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would have been back to school by now.
So it would have been the start of a new year, probably feeling pretty hot in my new Airtex top.
Were you been wearing Fruit of the Loom at this point?
Not to school. You wore plain Airtex, and I think we had a black skirt. Probably had some new shoes. Probably had a new pencil case. It's exciting.
Well, 30th of September was Saturday.
Right, well, was not at school then.
You were not at school. You might have been at Saturday Club.
Saturday Club in the evening.
Yeah. Okay, so on LWT, the ITV chart show, you had Motormouth. Alf, did you watch Alf?
Yep.
Friend of the podcast, Ben Baker, hosts a podcast about Alf called Alf-splaining, where they review every episode of Alf. Every episode of Alf, yeah. So look out for that if you haven't already. Saint and Greavesy, Disney cartoon time. Oh, that's only 10 minutes. Oh, the 8. Okay, so right. Saturday evening, 5:15, the A-Team. Okay. I would have been watching that.
I never watched the A-Team.
6:15, Catchphrase.
Probably would have watched Catchphrase.
Probably with Roy Walker.
I'm really good at Catchphrase now. Probably wasn't then.
Oh my God. 6:45, Blind Date.
Nice.
Romance with Cilla Black.
Yes, man. Catchphrase and then Blind Date.
Then 7:35. What do you think to make it even more fucking amazing? Something you've talked about today.
Stars and Eyes.
No.
Noel's House Party.
No.
Doesn't matter how.
Beatles About.
Oh, I have talked about Beatles About.
Then 8:05, Murder, She Wrote.
That seems weird. That's a bit of a...
I mean, yeah, that's
gone off onto a tangent. That's not
a...
Because all those three things are things you sit down with your mum and dad with and watch.
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote Your dad would think that was shit. Your mum would maybe be into it, but no one else would be at that time.
That does seem like a weird one.
That's a weird
doesn't it?
one.
Okay, Channel 4, 5 to 1 in the morning. You got Twilight Zone, One for the Angels. So I probably did watch that. Let's look at what else they've got. Brookside Omnibus. Did you
On Saturday?
On a Saturday, yeah. It was the Omnibus.
I thought omnibuses were on Sunday.
Well,
I did used to watch Brookside.
Okay, BBC One, New Adventures of Mighty Mouse, Eggs and Baker. That's Cheryl Baker takes to the air and serves breakfast to a plane full of passengers on the Glasgow to London shuttle.
Wow.
Going live with Philip Schofield and Sarah
Nice.
Green, Trevor and Simon,
What's
and Peter
going live?
Simon, plus Climby Fisher, Double Dare, Starshot, press conference with soccer boss Bobby Robson, Defenders of the Earth, Kissy Fur, videos and more. Grandstand, which we were talking about today.
We were talking
Rolf
about
Harris
Grandstand.
cartoon time.
That's because we were saying we were pretending it was the 90s.
Yeah.
And we said that we were going to watch Noel's House Party, and then we were going to watch, we could watch Gladiators.
Yeah.
And then we would sit in front of the telly with our physical copy of a lottery ticket and watch the lottery, the whole show to watch the lottery. And then we'd have gone to Blockbuster Video earlier that day and picked out a video to watch after the lottery, and then we would have watched that. That's our evening.
Well, on this day, I can't offer you Noel's House Party, but I can offer you Noel Edmonds' Saturday Roadshow, which I think was essentially the same kind of
We never
thing,
watched
wasn't
that.
it?
We watched Noel's House Party.
After that, Bob's Full House.
Okay, never watched that.
After that, Hello, Hello.
That feels more like a Sunday evening thing, hello, hello.
I mean, I think this was at its height, you know. 7:30, Russ Abbott.
No.
In this week's show, Russ plays an eccentric waiter in a rare food restaurant.
Oh, God.
And the music of Gilbert and Sullivan helps to tell the story of the dirty half dozen revisited.
Oh, God.
All creatures great and small.
No, God, no.
Blame it on Rio. Saturday Matters with Sue Lawley. Let's look at BBC Two.
Oh, nothing good happens on BBC Two in the 80s.
I don't know. Rapido. This week meets Iceland acclaims Sugar Cubes and ex-Buddy Man Ian McCulloch, plus Tina Turner on a new album, rising star Melissa Etheridge, and a night out with Guns N' Roses fans in Los Angeles. It's all right, isn't it?
That's all right.
What else have they got? Film Club. Nothing terribly exciting. All right.
When was Twin Peaks on?
Twin Peaks, I think it started in...
Have we talked about Twin Peaks on this?
Not on here, no.
Have we not?
1990 kind of time, I think.
Because I used to watch Twin Peaks from my bunk bed, which shows you that I was not the age to be watching Twin Peaks. And if you're familiar with Twin Peaks, you know that at the end of when the credits have rolled, there's that kind of awful sort of scratchy noise. So I used to I like the end song, theme tune. And so I'd want to listen to that, but I'd be really ready with my finger over the button to stop it before that scary noise came on, because I was very, very young and absolutely terrified of everything that was happening on Twin Peaks. But was like, I had a weird, I used to collect real crime magazines. I was an odd child. Are you going to play that? When you're young, terrifying.
Yeah, that's... I mean,
so
that's,
I'd be
that's like a Trent Reznor thing.
I'd
isn't
be
it?
ready to turn it off before then and go and have sweet dreams about a dead girl.
Okay.
Odd child.
Would you like to leave our listeners with any special message?
Special message.
I've had a tiny bit of a cocktail, so I'm slurring my words.
I think that was me slurring my words then. No. Have a nice day. Try Candy Kittens if you've not tried. watch some 90s and 80s UK Christmas ads. Just have a nice life. Enjoy yourself.
I mean, that sounds like you're signing off like forever. Have
Yeah.
a nice life. We will be back with you at some point.
Yeah. Yes. Stay metal.
Stay metal.